All right, welcome to the Pittsburgh. What are we going to call it?
Pittsburgh Boys.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the first episode of the Pittsburgh Boys. My name is Hank, and you are?
Evan.
And I am your?
Host.
I was thinking father, but I am your father, you are the son, and we are the hosts of this channel. What we are going to cover on this channel is?
All the Penguins and Steelers, right?
Penguins and Steelers, which are the only legitimate sports teams in Pittsburgh.
No offense to baseball fans.
No offense to baseball fans, or Pitt. We don't follow Pitt though. That's no good. Pitt's no. So anyway.
Wait, can I hold the microphone?
So today, yeah, you can hold the microphone.
Okay.
So today, what we're gonna cover is
the Pittsburgh preseason.
Pittsburgh preseason. So what do you think of the Pittsburgh preseason so far there, Evan?
I think we're doing a great job because we're 2-0 and we've been looking pretty good with our backups. My opinion is that for the quarterbacks and the backups, that Mason should drop a little bit lower because I think Josh Dobbs and Dwayne Haskins has been doing really good.
Yeah, maybe he can drop so low. Maybe he'll be on another team. What do you think?
I like that. Yeah. And my dad just told me before the video that Chase Claypool got an ankle injury. What do you think of that, Daddy?
He did. That could be trouble. They say it's not serious though. So let's hope he's back for the regular season. I think he's proved that he's pretty much the number one receiver on the team. I don't think he has anything more to prove. So let's sit that boy down.
Yeah, I would. There's no point of putting one of our best wide receivers in preseason. That doesn't even matter. But I do think you should put him in for a couple games just so you can tell how he's doing to start the season.
Well, he's had a couple so far. He played the Dallas game, and he had that amazing catch and got, I don't know if it was the wind knocked out of him or maybe a little injury out of that one. At that point, I probably would have sat him, and then they played him in the last game, which was fine, but then he got hurt in practice. So let's just put him on the bench, let him sip some Gatorade, put him back in the garage, and bring him out for game one.
Yeah,
What do you think of Najee Harris?
Oh, Najee, my favorite running back so far, I think. He just came out of college, and I think he's doing pretty well for the NFL. I don't know how much rushing yards he has so far, but he's doing all right for an NFLer.
He's doing incredibly well. I saw him leap through the air, run through. I saw him leap over a guy, or at least try to. I saw him run through a bunch of guys. I saw him catch passes, take handoffs. I mean, he looks legit.
I think so too, actually. Yeah.
How about wait? You think Ben should be warming the arm up yet? He hasn't seen any action yet.
I don't think so.
No.
I think he's got his. Well, so I think preseason is supposed to be about who is doing really well in the season, who should be like lower ranked, who should be upper ranked, who should be traded. So I really think all Ben needs is a little time to actually show himself and see what he's going to be like for this year. So I think he's getting enough time to warm that arm up. And yeah, what do you think about Ben? Yeah,
I don't think there's any reason to rush him into games just yet. He's in his 18th year. He kind of knows what he's doing. I'd say give him maybe a few reps in the next game, maybe a few reps in the following game, and then let it be and put him in game one. You think he's going to make it through the whole season uninjured?
I think yes. He probably might have some times where he has a little something wrong from a sack. Like maybe like a 1 game, 2 game out, not like a full season or a full maybe 14 games, which is half the season.
That's more than half.
More than half of the season, and I think he might have a little bit of like wind knocked out of him. A
Just
little,
some minor nicks.
yeah, like a little, like some little tweaks.
All right. Let me ask you this: what do you think of our backup quarterback situation aside from Mason? What do you think we have back there? Any real talent?
Yes, I actually think so. I think Josh Dobbs has not I think he should have more playing time because I think he could really be something.
I agree.
Same thing with Dwayne Haskins. I don't know if you're going to agree on this one, but I think Dwayne Haskins should be at least third string. Dobbs should move up to second.
Oh, you think Dobbs over our man?
Who?
Dwayne Haskins. You think Dobbs over Haskins?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Because I think Dobbs, as I say again, I think he's gonna improve, and I think he definitely has some talent in him that the Steelers are not letting Dobbs show.
What do you think about all these trades that Colbert's been making? He's got Schobert in there to replace Vince Williams, who retired right before the end of the season. We may be looking at C.J. Henderson. We got Trey. Forget his full name. The offensive lineman, and he's getting all these guys for hardly any cap hit. And we got a ton of cap space left. I think we have $14 million in cap space left, and we got some serious talent going on here. He's working some magic.
Okay, two things about that. So after I share my first thing, I'm gonna talk about the Schobert trade. That's his name, right?
Schobert.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think my first thing that I want to say is that since we have a lot of cap space, how much space do we have?
About $14 million.
About $14 million. That's a lot of money. So I think we should trade like the old guys that maybe are gonna retire soon, or like they don't really have that much talent, and get something good out of it. Because then we still have a bunch of cap space because we just got rid of a little bit, and getting the good guys young and still have some years in them. The Schobert trade. Let's talk about that, Daddy. What do you think about that?
I think that was an incredible trade. I mean, I love my man Spillane. He made some incredible plays last year on the spot. But I think even he would probably tell you he's a true number 2 at this point in his career. And you bring Schobert over, who has history that we know about. He's a thumper. He can cover sideline to sideline. He can make interceptions. He's going to get the green dot on the helmet. He's going to call the plays. So him next to Bush, I think that's a dynamic duo. And then you throw in Spillane, maybe for some run blocking and to spell those guys and give them a break. I think that's a brilliant move.
Okay, I kind of agree with what you're saying. Like putting Spillane a couple of times, right? But I don't really think that trade was pretty good for putting Schobert in front of Spillane. I don't think it was that good. I've heard and I know that Schobert's really good and that he has some history of playing football. Spillane just like really started, I think. So I think Spillane had a bunch of hidden talent that he didn't have time to show because Devin Bush got injured in what game? Like 5th game? What game?
It was pretty early last year.
Yeah. He only got, a couple games to play. Like, maybe, how much games do you think?
I think Spillane got, I don't know, 5 games towards the end of the season. Maybe closer to half the season.
He got 5 games to play?
I think he got that or maybe more.
Yeah. So, what I'm saying is, I think he has some hidden talent that he was just about to show. And we just cut him off from that.
But he did have that incredible hit on Derrick Henry, right? Stopped him at the goal line.
And you know who Derrick Henry is.
That thing was nasty.
And you know who Derrick Henry is.
But he could be a liability in pass coverage, and we really need some depth on that defense and some pass coverage underneath, with also the ability to kind of cover sideline to sideline and get those screen passes and things like that, those run around the ends. We need that speed.
I kind of agree with you there, but I'm just going to let you in on a little something. I think that he could have had the chance to if he had some more playing time. And I know it's coming from a 9-year-old, so I'm just saying you don't have to trust me or anything. But I think that he had some chance to show himself. He just gets cut off by a guy that we don't even know if he's going to be good on the Steelers. No offense, though.
All right. Let's move on from this topic. I think we've covered that pretty thoroughly enough.
Yeah.
What? Just to wrap this thing up here, what are we thinking for the Steelers' record this year? Are they going to make the playoffs? What's their record going to be? Now, remember, we moved to 17 regular season games this year. So what do you think the record's going to be?
17, okay. Well, I think it's going to be pretty good. But it also may do what it did last year. We went on a hot streak, went downhill after the 11th game.
We got a lot of big injuries last year, though, too.
True.
We have to stay healthy. Assuming we stay healthy this year, what do you think the record's going to be?
Assuming we stayed healthy. Now, saying those injuries and we still go 11-0, I think that's pretty good. So, if, say, we stay healthy this year, I think we're going to do pretty good, at least make one playoff game. But if I'm going big shot, then I'll definitely go, 2 playoff games at least.
What do you think the record's going to be? I'm putting you on the spot. Tell me what the record's going to be.
I think the record is going to be 14-3.
14-3. All right. That would be pretty impressive. I think the record's going to be more like 13-4, 12-5. I think more it's going to be like 12-5. I think they're going to lose some close games. I think they're going to pull out a lot of games that we expect them to lose. But I like that defense. I like where the defense is, especially if we can get a couple more pieces with the cap space that we have open. And I think our offensive line ends up gelling, and Najee Harris has a big year. Claypool becomes the number one. Juju, hopefully he sheds those concrete boots of his and can get out of breaks and get some separation. But I think they'll have a decent year.
And considering the defense playing, since preseason, they're going to play most of all their backups. So that means also defense is going to play the backup. So considering them playing the backup right now and still going 2-0.
Well, most of the defensive starters play in preseason. Most of the time.
Okay, true. But some don't.
Unlike offense.
Yes, but some don't. You also got to realize that. Some don't, some do. But you also got to think, the people who don't, we're still going 2-0 with a half defense. Backup, half backup.
Yeah, but they're playing a half offense, too. Our third string is also playing their third string.
Again, you got to think. That's pretty good, though. That is pretty good. So that's also, since it's even, third string to third string, you got to think. That's third string to third string. So those are those are third strings, not first or second. That's not a starter level. And they are still going 2-0. So you got to think, if they're going first string and first string, that's going to be pretty even. But we are also really we'll
pull it out. Come on, wrap it all up. In a nice tidy bow.
First string is better than third string. So I'm saying, if third string versus third string and somehow we're winning, first string to first string is way better. Okay, here, you take it.
Okay, I think you sunk yourself on that one. I think maybe the logic wasn't there, but that's okay. I think you did a really nice job for our first show. The microphone is still picking you up.
Oh, true.
I think you did a really nice job for our first show. What do you think of the Pittsburgh Boys?
I think it's gonna go well. Is this gonna be the end?
Yeah, wrap it up.
So, subscribe if you want to. We would really like subscribers to start, and please like the video.
We get enough subscribers, maybe I can afford to send you to college. What do you think?
Yeah. But we're not demanding anything. We're just asking. Please, we would like you to we would like you to subscribe just to help us out.
Like button if they like the content. Can you hit the like button?
Yeah.
Can you ask them?
Yeah.
You're cuter than I am. You ask
Will
them.
you hit the like button if you really like this video, and just do it if you want to, but it would really help this new channel out, and
we'll see you at school.
And we'll see. Yeah.
Shout out to Blue Heron.
Shout out to Blue Heron, my new school.
All right.
Okay.
Peace out from the
Peace.
Pittsburgh Boys.